Welcome back, friends. So our this Smart JWT Auth series is almost completed. Just two videos are pending here. So considering this video, first of all, today in this video, we are going to first of all finalize our project. So finalizing means like here we are using. I have opened our client as well as the server here. So here when you will see to the client and when I will go to the packet.json, and here I have we have applied the proxy here. Now we will remove this proxy and we will connect our this client to the server. So this means that we will first of all create the build here for our client, and then we will attach to the server here, and then this server will be ready. Our full man application will be ready. So then we will just upload our server folder to the Heroku. That deployment we will do in the next video. So this video will be very short, and in the next video we will do deployment here. So here first of all, let's remove the proxy here. So I'm going to remove the proxy. So just save this. So now I have removed the proxy here. So here nothing will work. So here nothing will work. No route will work here. Route means APIs here. So when I will go to the login and when I will try to log in the user, so it will not do that. So I'm writing here r@g.com and here like this. So first of all, let me inspect element this. Let me open the developers tool. So our developers tools are here. Let's go to the console and let me remove this. So now whenever going to click on login button, so our app will not log in the user. Actually, I think it is actually we have to restart the server because we have changed the proxy here. So for that we have to restart the server. So I will back after restarting the server here. So I have restarted the server here, and see that when I will click on login here, so see that we are getting 404 and the route is localhost 3000, so it is not localhost 5000. So this means that this will be on the same host and on the same port. So now when we will create the build of our this front end, and then we will connect that build as a static with our server here. So whenever we will click on login here, so this will request to the same route. So this will request to the same route here. So now without wasting any time, let's first of all create the build. Now I have stopped the client server here, and when we will go to the package.json for the client and see that we to build our application, we have the build script here. So for that we are going to use npm run build, or if you are having yarn, then you can use yarn build here. I'm using yarn here, so that's why I'm going to use yarn build. So this will create a build for us. Build directory will be here to the client, so that directory we will copy and we will paste in the server here, and then we will restart our server, and in the server.js also we have to add one line here so that our express should use that build directory as a static file or as a client here as a front end. So now let's wait for this. I will be right back after creating a build folder. Now see that our build directory is created successfully here, and we have this build folder here, and it is having some statics files and one index.html file. So now we are going to use this file in our server here. So I'm going to close this, and we don't need this client side anymore, so I'm going to close this terminal also. So now we need only server one. So now I'm going to copy this here. So let me copy this. So I'm going to copy this folder, and this folder I'm going to paste in the server here. So let's paste this. Now see that we are having the build folder here. Now I'm going to close this client here because we don't need client anymore now. Now what we are going to do? So here we have one env file here. So in the env file there is our only that is MongoDB URI. So we don't need here anything. We don't have to do anything about this. So now that we will do for the deployment, so that how we can handle this .env file in the deployment here. Now the problem is how we can use this build in our this server here. So now to use this build we are going to take the help of Express. So first of all what we are going to do, so here we are going to first of all we are going to tell the Express that where is our build directory is there. So where is our statics, where are our statics files here, means the client side files. So here we are going to write app.use express.static. We have express imported already here, and now we have to join the path. So for that we are going to use path here. So let's import the path. Const path is equals to required path. So path module. Now we are going to join our path. So first of all directory name will be there. So our directory name, so as our server file is under the root folder here, so that's why the directory name will be server. So I mean like it will be f// pending video YouTube tutorials man jwt all systems /project/server, and this will be the directory name. Then we are going to join this directory name with build here. So under the build all our static files are there, so that we have told to the server here, to the Express. Now see that here we are just sending like means this one is our home route is there, and we are just sending this thing. So now there are two options. So we either can host our client at different side and server at different side, but I'm not going to do as hosting the server at different side and client at different side is very good. But in this video, in this series, I'm just going to tell you that how you can do it in only one hosting. So now let's remove this. So instead of this, so let's send index.html, because all the fallbacks will be under the index.html, and others we have only routes for the APIs. So here we will join our path. So we will do the same thing. We will join our path, and here will be our directory name, and then under the build folder there will be index.html. Just save this. So it is formatting. So let's wait for that. Now we will see the magic here. So actually it is build here, so spellings are wrong. So build. So it is saving our server.js. So let's wait for that. So it is starting our Node.js server again. Our server is running at port 5000. Now here we will use port 5000 instead of port 3000, because our front end as well as our back end is under the same port here. So here instead of localhost 3000, I'm going to write localhost 5000. So let's press enter here. Sorry, actually it is not responding. Yeah, now let's press enter and let's see the magic. Boom. So this is the magic here. This is the magic. So see that we are having our front end here as well as. So that's very great. Now we can also log in the user. So let's try to log in the user here. So I'm going to log in the user. First of all, let's try with wrong password and anything password and just click on login here. So we are getting invalid email and password. So invalid email and password. So this means that it is hitting the API here. So it is hitting the API because our route is under the same host here. I mean in the same port. So now let's apply real email. And password is 12345678 12345678 and let's click on login. Actually it is invalid email and password, so I think it is 9 here. Let's click on login. Yeah, we are getting you are logged in successfully. And now let's move here. Boom, see that we are successfully logged in here. I'm refreshing it again. Still we are logged in. So this means that we have successfully finalized our project here, and in the next video we will move for the deployment and then our series will be done. So if you like this video, please like this and subscribe this channel, and if you have any queries, please go in the comment section. I will definitely respond to that. And last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.